Welcome into a brand new episode of WSI TV. Enjoy the show.
Welcome back for another brand new episode of WSI TV. I'm Jordan Bishop and I'm joined as always by Mary Kate Mulligan.
Hi guys, welcome on back. Remember, before we get started, to head on over to WSITV.com. You can sign up for our free daily newsletters as well as access all of the information on the WSI TV Vault.
Right, and before we show you how you can snatch your Facebook gains for 1/3 of the price, we're going to jump into a game we haven't played in a little while. It is Rapid Fire Round. I'm going to ask Mary Kate to put 60 seconds on the clock, and we're going to answer all your questions that have been coming in. So Mary Kate, if you want to, we'll start at 2:55 and we can get going with your first question.
All right, Jordan. So someone asked, what platform do you use to trade Bitcoin?
Well, I use a few different ones. I like Coinbase and Poloniex. We're not allowed to explicitly suggest one, but you can go to WSITV.com/crypto to review all your options. All right, Mary Kate, can you weigh in on the Facebook scandal? This is relevant in regards to its stock.
Yes, so I personally think that shareholders of Facebook are really overestimating how much this is actually going to affect Facebook's daily and monthly users. There are a lot of petitions out for people to delete Facebook, but so far that hasn't happened in a big measurable way. So I think that Facebook stock is going to eventually go back to where it was, and that this isn't going to be a long-term downtrend.
50 seconds left.
Okay, Jordan, what are your thoughts on Bitcoin right now, just in general?
Bitcoin right now, it's not as bad as people are afraid of. I think there's some technical points I'm looking at. We'll keep you guys updated. I'm looking for it to really break out of this wedge it's been in. Moving on to the next one. This is coming in from somebody saying, I bought a stock from another recommendation service and it dropped 8%, you know, from the open price. Mary Kate, what would you do?
Well, I will say that with all of our recommendation services, we always put a stop loss price in there at 5% beneath what you buy it, so that automatically gets us out of it if it drops 5%. So it wouldn't have really been an issue for us. But Jordan, what is your favorite sector to invest in at the moment?
I'm really liking the energy sector right now. You almost took your drink off the table. I like the energy sector right now. It looks great. There's a few stocks in there I like specifically that I'm trading myself. And we are way over time, but I'm going to ask you this last one because it pertains to your versus pick, which we're halfway through. We're halfway through the versus round. Neck and neck, really. We both got some decent gains. So Mary Kate, what are your thoughts on gold, on GLD?
All right, so GLD did just bounce up. Some people were surprised by that, but I was watching it very closely. I had a strong line of support. So when it did bounce up to where it is right now, that was exactly what I was predicting. So I'm very pleased with that.
Right, I know we were talking about earlier, and you were expecting the buyers to come in, even though it dropped a little bit. So that was a great pick there. But we'll see next week when we reveal versus results. Maybe Mary Kate will have to do another punishment like the lemon liquor in the last episode.
Maybe Jordan will.
Maybe it'll be me. So for right now, that's it for Rapid Fire Round. Let's move on to how you can snatch your Facebook gains for 1/3 of the price. And again, Mary Kate, I'm going to let you kick it off here.
All right, guys. So you've probably been seeing this a lot in the news lately. You've probably been hearing about Cambridge Analytica, which is a data firm that basically in 2015 and 2014, they used an app on Facebook to basically gather personal information of 50 million different Facebook users, which, you know, happens. You might notice that when, you know, you sign on to take a quiz or something on Facebook, it tells you what it's accessing. The problem came about when they then sold that info in 2015, which does go against Facebook's terms of use for people who do these quizzes and surveys through it. So completely violated that term. So you've probably been seeing that a lot in the news. The way that they were able to do that was originally the app said that it was for research purposes. It came up, you had to agree and everything. And then without informing anyone using it or anyone at Facebook, Cambridge Analytica did change that to be for commercial purposes, meaning they could sell it to whomever they wanted, which is what they did.
Right, and it's a funny thing because, you know, it's like everyone has their eyes on Facebook. They've got blinders on. They're watching it sink at the moment, you know, for the time being.
It's been brutal.
But there's some payouts to take from this, and we're not going to talk about short selling here because, I mean, Facebook is not in a short selling position at the moment. So what we're going to talk about is how you snatch your Facebook gains for 1/3 of the price. You would have actually been been able to take a $5,855 compensation check from the Facebook scandal, and that would be using a Tencent. Is that right?
Yes.
So that ticker is TCEHY. Tencent. They're basically the Chinese equivalent of Facebook. They are doing tremendously after the U.S. tech industry has taken a heavy hit. As we know, Facebook has sort of poisoned the rest of its peers in that industry. Which the tech industry right now is leading the market. I don't expect this to be a long-term thing. As we spoke about a little earlier. But again, you can turn your attention to Tencent, and you can grab Facebook gains from this stock that is a third of Facebook's price right now.
So that's a great option for you. It's literally doing exactly what Facebook is doing, only in China. They even have a lot of similar apps. They have this very popular app called WeChat, which is basically the equivalent of WhatsApp, which is also owned by Facebook. So there are just a ton of similarities between these two companies, but Tencent right now is clearly much, much cheaper, a third of the price. Also, not surrounded by scandal the way that Facebook has been since 2018 began. So definitely a great option there.
Right, and I'm sure this isn't the end we hear of Facebook, but right now, don't follow the herd and don't don't look where everyone else is looking with their blinders on. You need to turn away, look at Chinese tech right now. Again, Tencent is a great stock to look at, the Chinese equivalent to Facebook, and that's exactly how you're going to snatch your Facebook-like gains, from this equivalent, from this Chinese equivalent. So I believe that's all the time we have for today. Mary Kate, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
We'll speak to you next time.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching the latest episode of WSI TV. Be sure to visit WSITV.com, where you can subscribe for free with no contract and gain instant access to the secrets of self-made millionaires via the WSI TV Vault. So go ahead and claim this gift for free now at WSITV.com.